Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Friday the 30th of July 2021. In today's Millwall news, we have another player being linked with us by a clickbait website. Now, they've said that the money is run dry, we don't have any more to spend, but they did say if players leave, we can bring new players in. So we've got this website here, footballleagueworld.co.uk, linking us with this player here, Marvin Johnson, who's currently a Middlesbrough player. So let's have a read of this. Would be a brilliant pickup. Mill enter race for in-demand former Middlesbrough player, the verdict. Now here's the thing. He seems to be still at Middlesbrough. So this website doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they're wrong. So Mill have entered the race for the highly sought after former Middlesbrough left-sided player Marvin Johnson, as reported by Yorkshire Live. Yesterday, Sheffield Wednesday seemed to be in pole position for the 30-year-old, with reports from the Star believing that he was closing in on a move to Hillsborough. But the latest reports from Yorkshire Live have outlined that 3 Championship clubs have joined the chase. As well as Millwall, Championship newcomers Blackpool and Hull have also been accredited with interest in Johnson. The Lions have enjoyed a steady transfer window thus far, welcoming 5 players to the Den, but with Shane Ferguson's recent departure to Rotherham United, Gary Rowett is looking to bolster his left-sided options with the addition of Johnson. Would Millwall be wise to offer Johnson a deal at the club? We asked the team to share their thoughts. I think it would be a clever signing for Millwall to make, and I feel that Johnson has a point to prove at Championship level. He showed glimpses of brilliance with Middlesbrough, but never fully hit the heights that many expected. So this move could rejuvenate his career. I think it's a player that the Lions need, as it will give them more depth out wide, which will help after seeing Shane Ferguson leave this summer. Furthermore, it's a free agent. I don't believe he is a free agent. I believe he's still at Middlesbrough. So there isn't as much risk attached to it as there would be for a transfer that would require a fee. Now here's the thing, I'm not going to read the rest. Now here's the thing, maybe it's a bit like the Bodvarsson situation. They've offered him a free transfer to a club. They basically transfer listed him with no fee. Maybe they've done that. So, but everything I'm looking at is saying that he's still a Middlesbrough player for next season. So here we go. So this is whoscored.com. It's a statistics website that you'll be seeing a lot of over the coming season. And these are all of Marvin Johnson's games from last season. So, as you can see, you can see a period at the end of November and in December where he did some stuff. He scored 3 goals and he had 4 assists, and he got a yellow card as well, and that's in basically November and December. And then after that, going into the new year, going into 2021, he's basically been left to the substitutes bench, especially in February and March. You can see this section here. This is how many minutes he's played. So they will put him on the bench in a start of the new year. Maybe they're trying to force him to sign a new contract, so they dropped him to the bench. That kind of thing goes on, or maybe they said maybe he's asking him for a new contract and they weren't interested, so they put him on the bench. Who knows? But so all these substitute appearances, but then they bring him. They have enough confidence or assuredness about him to bring him back to play away at Norwich for 90 minutes. Maybe they were desperate, but so he's coming on as a substitute, game after game after game after game, and then they bring him on against Norwich. Or maybe he's crocked up. He's got stamina issues. He's not fully fit. He can't play 90 minutes. Maybe it's a bit like a Matt Smith. That it's better if he doesn't play 90 minutes. Better if he comes off the bench. But then you can see after the game there against Norwich, he's basically played 8 minutes, 5 minutes, 25, 13, 19. He hasn't had another full 90 minutes until playing away at Millwall when we beat them 1-0. And then he's back to playing 4, 10, 35. And then for some reason, 3 games in a row he plays 90 minutes. And he also gets his second yellow card. So only 2 yellow cards for them. And then against Wickham, he played 45 minutes. Now, I could click on that and find out whether that was the first 45 or the last 45, because you would imagine, like, they lost that game 3. They lost to Wickham 3-0. The already relegated, going down Wickham. So did he get the blame for, like, they yanked him off at half time? Shall I click on this and find out? Let's have a little look, see what happened to Marvin Johnson in this game. See what happened to him. So where is he? He's on. Oh, he's the home side. Let's, if this fucking website can stop fucking loading adverts, drop it down the page. Yeah, he came off at half time, and they were 2-0 down. So he must have not been playing that well, because he got yanked off there. So yeah, is that the kind of play we want at Millwall? I'm not too sure. So let's have a little look here. Let's go back to the summary page about here, this summary page here. So this is where he plays. Left midfield, 6.54 from 9 starts. AML 7.12, so better there. DML not too good, so that will basically be kind of Scott Malone's position. Forward centre, they played him for 1 game up front, 6.15. Forward left, 6.07. Okay, and substitute coming off the bench. Most of the time he's been doing that. 20 appearances off the bench, 2 goals, and a rating of 6.33. Now, his style of play is plays the ball off the ground often, i.e. in the air. Likes to play long balls. Likes to cross. Likes to shoot from distance. His strengths are through balls and key passes. Weaknesses: holding onto the ball, passing, finishing, and discipline. I would imagine that would be giving away free kicks, because he only had 2 yellow cards for the whole of last season, although he didn't get many minutes on the pitch. So maybe if you come on as a substitute and you have you do a bad tackle, they don't give you you don't get yellow card straight away. You have to do a 2 or 3 of them to get a yellow card, and when you're only on the pitch for 10 minutes, you don't have the opportunity to get 2 or 3 bad tackles to get a yellow card. So maybe that's what's going on there. So maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I'm just speculating here. But like they said in that piece earlier, that previously I showed you, so this is a replacement for Shane Ferguson, apparently. So is he being brought in as a squad player if there's something wrong with Scott Malone? If maybe Scott Malone's injured, or he gets booked or something like that, or they want to give him a break, not rinse Scott Malone out for 90 minutes game after game after game. So they bring this guy in to come off the bench every now and then. But again, why did you get rid of Shane Ferguson? Why didn't you keep him? Who knows? But you've seen with pre-season already so far how most of our goals nearly all of them have been scored from set pieces. And now this player, apparently we've been linked to, it's just a clickbait website, so it might be a load of old rubbish, so you never know. But if we are being linked with him, and it's true, you said we were going to play a different type of football. You're going to play it on the ground, play more direct, with some speed through Mason Bennett and Jed Wallace. But now this pre-season, all of our goals have been scored from set pieces. Balls being played in the air, headers especially. Like it was not one of the free kicks being scored. It's headers from headers, and headers from corners, and free kicks. So we're going back to long ball. So, what's happening? Is Garrett realise we can't play the other way, and he's falling back on the attritional long ball stuff? Don't know, or maybe he realises maybe that's the only way he can get results and keep his job. Who knows? But maybe he panicked after that 6-1. He said he was experimenting in the end of our season, and it seems the experiments didn't really work out, and we got absolutely bad against Coventry. So maybe with the experiments not working out, is going back to long ball, set piece style of play. Who knows? Anyway, so let's carry on, and here we go. The nail on the head of why we might be in for this fella. He's from Birmingham, of course. It seems there's some kind of Midland supremacy being exercised at the Den now. If you're from the Midlands, you will be lauded above everyone else. If you're outside the club and you're from the Midlands, you will be looked at as someone who should be signed. And that seems to be what's happening here. He was born in Birmingham. He played for Kidderminster. He went to Motherwell, signed for them for one season. Did alright up there. So did he get? Yeah, he was alright at Kidderminster. So maybe they signed him. Instead of him being like dropped by Kidderminster, I don't think they would have dropped him with 17 goals in 71 games. So Motherwell signed him just for a season. Then he came back down to Oxford, which is kind of near the Midlands, and then he went up to Middlesbrough, and it hasn't quite worked out for them. But he's been up there for 4 years now, coming up to 5 years. So stuck it out. He did have a loan at Sheffield United for a while, for a season, and he didn't play that much there when he was on loan. So this is uninspiring player for us to be linked with, to be honest with you. I would rather have Shane Ferguson. But this fella doesn't seem to be an upgrade on Shane Ferguson. Like I said, who knows what this is? Football League World. It's one of those clickbait websites, so take it with a pinch of salt. But I can't believe we're being linked with players like this. I don't think this would be a good signing at all. Not at all. So, moving on from that, this is from millwallfc.co.uk. And you can subscribe to Mill's Matchday programme. Have him delivered to your door. You don't have to worry about carrying them around at the game, where to put them, stuff them in your pockets or whatnot. It's only £95 for the whole season. That includes postage, so The postage is basically free. Yeah, it's from a company. The company's called Curtis Sport, and if you're interested, go and check it out. I did it last season because it was the only option. What with all the games being behind closed doors, and it's pretty decent service. To be honest with you, they arrived pretty much on time, and they all arrived. None of them did not arrive. I even got some for the cup games, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it was just for the league, but they sent the cup one as well. So that was good. Yeah, so check it out if you're interested. There you go. Subscribe to the program. Don't have to bother with it out the ground anymore. And don't forget, we have a game tomorrow. Ipswich Town v Millwall. This is from millfc.co.uk, and it's a little preview of what's happening. So it says Millwall take on Ipswich Town in pre-season friendly at Portman Road on Saturday afternoon, kick-off 3 p.m. After supporters returned to watching the Lions inside the stadium during a 1-1 draw with Gillingham at Priestfield on Tuesday night, Millwall fans will once again be in attendance as Gary Outside play the Tractor Boys in Suffolk. The manager looks set to have the trio of Jed Wallace, Sean Hutchinson and Michael Keftenbeld available again after they all missed a trip to Kent, giving Rowett a near full squad to choose from, with just 7 days remaining until the Sky Bet Championship opener at QPR on the 7th of August. Fans travelling to Ipswich this weekend are reminded of the need to provide proof of negative lateral flow test or proof of a double vaccination, whilst the Tractor Boys supporters code of conduct can be viewed here. And it's a load of wank. Unfortunately, there will be no video or audio streams from Portman Road. However, full match updates will be available on the club's official Twitter account, with a report and reaction published on this website following the final whistle. So there you go. Yeah, we got a game tomorrow, and that line there, the manager looks set to, what is it, giving Rowett a near full squad to choose from. I pretty much can guess that it's gonna be pretty similar to the last game, probably against Gillingham. I think we're gonna have a team start, and then there's gonna be 2 or 3 substitutions at half time, two substitutions on the 60th minute, 2 substitutions on the 70th minute, and that's how it's gonna be. I don't believe this game will be played in the spirit of it being the last game before the season starts, because it's not. Apparently there's another game midweek, so I believe that this will be mix and match still, in an effort to confiscate how we're going to play against QPR, so their scouts can't see what we're up to, and I said, and the rest of the league as well. And I think in the midweek game we're going to see more of a settled side, I believe. So yeah, and I hope, sad, I've got, you don't know, we should win this game. It's just a friendly. It's just a friendly. Who cares if you win? Yeah, it doesn't really matter if you win or lose, but it would be nice to win. Like I said, winning, you get into an habit with winning. The way you play, you work things out, and you get to, oh, if I do this and then that happens and then we score and then we win if we do these things, and if we do this, you get into a habit and a rhythm of winning, and you can carry that forward into the next game, and then into the next game, and then into the next game, and it just keeps going. So it would be nice to win. I think I think it's probably going to be another 1-1 draw. If we're very unlucky, it might be 2-1 to Ipswich. I think the problems that existed last season are still there, and they're starting to creep back in now. They're starting to creep back in. The set piece goals, the not being able to score more than one goal. Against any half decent side. I mean, we scored against Barnet, but still. Anyway, we'll see. 3 o'clock tomorrow, we will see. Well, we won't see because it's not being broadcast live, but you know what I mean. We'll figure it out. Anyway, that's it for today's Millwall. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.